There was a time when a suspended ceiling could hide a multitude of sins. Above those ceiling tiles, you didn't have to care how tidy the cabling was, or even if it was fixed to the building at all. If you worked in data cabling, it was bliss. Out of sight, out of mind. Then someone had a bright idea. Let's rip the ceilings out, they said, and let's leave all the services exposed. It'll look modern and industrial. And now you see it everywhere, from Starbucks to airport terminals, and just about every trendy office in between. Suddenly everything has to be neat, tidy, and usually painted black. But that creates a new problem with no ceiling to fix to. How on earth do you light the room? Of course, the beauty of a suspended ceiling was that you could put lights almost anywhere. Take it away and you've got a battle on your hands. Whose services take priority? Is it the air conditioning ductwork, the sprinkler system pipes, or the toilet drains snaking their way overhead? To tackle these challenges, ROBUS have come up with something new, the Ziigna suspended lighting system, and today we're putting it to the test, right here in the eFIXX studio.
Doddle that.
One of the perks of working in the studio is having an almost endless supply of toys to hand. The rigid strut slayer, a new laser level from Sigmund, a rather handy tool tray from Remy Tools, and the Licked Vision DALI tester. And since we're already up at ceiling height on the flying carpet, we thought we might as well hang a few of our studio lights. Well, it'd be rude not to.
The only downfall is Gary's on hand to help, and I've just found out the hard way never to let him anywhere near the controls of a flying carpet.
At first glance, this looks like many other LED profiles, but there are a few key differences, and the first is that it's fully customizable. You can have it cut to the exact lengths you need, or even designed into bespoke shapes. For our installation, we've created a giant X to sit above the eFIXX TV live stream set, all built to order. Once your design is finalized, it's cut to length and assembled by the ROBUS team in Ireland, then delivered to site ready for a plug-and-play installation. That means no cutting extrusions, no soldering LED strip. Simply work through the ROBUS website or directly with their lighting design team to create a made-to-measure solution, whether that's linear runs, squares, rectangles, Z shapes, or something completely unique to your project. The kit turns up with everything you need, suspension kits, and even these little cover strips to stop the light leaking out where it shouldn't. They're available in black or white as standard, and you can even specify custom colors if required, perfect for matching interior finishes or branding. Ziigna isn't just a pretty light, it's designed to be the main lighting in a space. So when it's used in commercial environments, it needs to deliver serious efficiency and long-term reliability. And that matters in places like offices where comfort is everything, because it can be specified to achieve a better than U GR19 glare rating, so you're not sat under harsh, fatiguing lighting all day. To achieve that, it's built around standardized Zhaga lighting modules. These come in a range of preset lengths, which means Ziigna can be customized in 50mm increments, giving you a perfect fit every time. They're available in 3000 Kelvin or 4000 Kelvin color temperatures, warm for hospitality and offices, or cool and crisp for modern commercial interiors. And with RA80 options for general lighting or RA90 for applications like retail, where color accuracy really matters, you've got flexibility built in. Unlike LED strip, these modules run at higher voltages and use a constant current driver. So a word of warning, don't power anything up until the whole assembly is complete. Otherwise, well, let's just say you'll know about it. Fixtures can also be configured with up and down lighting components. That uplighting is perfect if you want to show off your craftsmanship. All that careful cable management and exposed containment deserves to be seen. And because this is a proper commercial grade system, emergency lighting and lighting control options can be fully integrated, ready for DALI, sensors, or building management systems. So although the Ziigna has got DALI drivers in it, we're actually going to connect it via DMX to our lighting control desk, along with the other studio lights we've got in there. Now, we haven't done this before, and DalkNet have sent us this useful interface to get between DALI and DMX. But before we do that, it's always a good idea to check your DALI wiring, and we've got this handy little tool was shown on the channel before, the Probit site. So what we can do with that is scan the fixture and see what devices are in there. We can see there's 4 individual drivers in there, which then in theory means we could individually address them and add some other control in there. We could have the X going around like a propeller. Now, we've been talking about the suspended system, but Ziigna also comes in versions for wall mounting and ceiling mounting, so you can keep the same look and performance across an entire space. On paper, it's perfect. In practice, well, that's Rick's problem now.
First problem we had was somewhere to hang the lighting from. Not only is this a 5 metre span, we had to make sure we could get some 6 metre lengths of channel, which posed its own struggles. Once we got the channeling up there, we used these Zebs, but they're not quite Zebs as you might know them. They're a little bit different. Once we've got the suspension in place, these clips just simply snap on, but there's also a little bit of an adjustment that can be made at the top so you can get them level. Because of the size of it, we weren't going to put it together on the floor, we've done it individually. But here's a top tip, make sure you put in the small grub screws before you connect everything together, else you'll find yourself in a little bit of trouble, just like I was.
So there it is, Ziigna, the lighting system for spaces where ceilings are apparently optional. It's tidy, it's efficient, and crucially, it actually looks like it belongs in a modern building. If you're faced with a forest of ductwork and containment and wondering how to light it, well, now you know. We'll leave a link in the description so you can have a go at designing your own system.
If you want to see the Ziigna again, tune in to eFIXX TV every 2 weeks. It's going to be hanging around quite a bit.
To keep the lighting theme going, check out the video on screen now, where our colleague Joe Robinson explains some of the common lighting terms we've mentioned in this video. Whose bag's that down there? Oh.